in near Woodhouse Road, there's a cinema. And they're called Recollecting. So the word Dracula in like gold letters, and blood oozing out. This was in 1952 or something. He was 15. No, he was not 52.
But in 52 you were in India?
Not 52, wait. When he was about 15 years old. When was he born? 19...
I don't know.
1940...
You got him in Calcutta, Master. So,
And he was born when I was 16.
uh,
So this must have been about 1960. And then the music. Oh. And then one night. And next, after all the the credits, there's a train coming into a station in Transylvania. It's all foggy, and the steam is going. And the train stops. And it's all foggy, and there are these old gas lights on the platform, and an old man with a lamp, shouting the name of the station. And this fellow comes out with a stopcoat and one briefcase and gets up. He says, I am going to the Count Dracula's chateau. Is there some conveyance? He lifts his hood. You are going to the Count Dracula? There is a coach waiting. And he goes to the coach and the horses are blowing. There's a bat and an owl. And there's an old coachman in a big cloak, He looks around at him. You go to the chateau. Yes, please. He says, get in. And he gets in, And this goes on for a couple of kilometers. The gates open. And he goes in, there's nobody. And then he's looking around, it is about 6 stories high. Suddenly a big bat comes, and sits on a windowsill. The window opens and the bat disappears. 5 minutes later, a man very clean dressed, very white, chalk white comes. And he says, you are the professor, so he says, yes. Shake hands. And so it's cold. And he says, I take you to your room and rock. Stone stairs, all cold, some dripping with moisture. And he takes him 2.5 stories into a little mezzanine. And there's another room. This is what he says, yes, I'm happy, He says, would you like some dinner? So I've already eaten on the train. Good night. So he goes away. This fellow closes the door. And they have this basin for washing. He washes and then opens the window. And there's a bat flying out. That's the beginning. Big body. And they're trying to revive through science, through all sorts of electrodes, pipettes, fluids, some green fluid, yellow fluid, And suddenly, like he gets up, And the scientist was very happy. He says, who's living? And he gets out and he walks like this. He cannot bend his hand. He goes out like this. And there's a little girl of about 6 playing on the river bank. First scene. And the professor runs behind and says, don't, that's a baby. Scientist is right. That's the beginning of Frankenstein. Bela Lugosi, that's the name of the actor. Bela Lugosi. Then there's a movie called Wolfman. Do you have any scare? They become the moonlight. Exactly. So because every day there's a murder and always young girls, 16, 17.
You know, it's scary.
They suspect this fellow and they catch him and lock him up in a room.
Wonderful.
And then he's sitting, the moon rises. Little hair comes out. When he goes for the window bars and charade, and out. He goes in the one more murder. And then, of course, the classic, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
Hitchcock also was.
Hitchcock was much later. These were all classics from old days.
Gaslight.
Gaslight is a different type. In Jekyll and Hyde, it's very.
Is it German? German?
No, Jekyll and Mr. Hyde?
Yeah, and this.
Frankenstein.
Frankenstein is German.
But the problem with these horror movies is, Master, when you watch them, then for 1 week the house talks to you. The house talks, the wall talks, everything talks.
Even in 1968 or 70, I was with Babuji. We had just built the foreigner sofa guest house, and I was alone with Babuji. Now, for some reason, he put me on the first floor room. Ground floor is empty, he could have put me there. First floor. He said, "Ye tumhare liye acha rahega. This will be good for you." So night we sat and we had dinner and I tried to prolong it as long as possible. Not realizing that the longer I prolong, more misery I'm going to have going up to my room.
Yes.
So he came up, Partha Sarkis from Sojao, he put me out and closed the door of that section of his house. And there I am going upstairs with a torch, Every turning I am looking. So I go to open the door. I throw it open and see. Like the CIA fellow kicking it. Nothing inside. So I look under the bed. The door on the street side window is closed. Now the toilet is a peculiar toilet. Here is the main room. Here are the toilets with a door in between. I don't know why. So you have to go through here, go into that space and open the toilet. And you can't go to bed without going to the bathroom. So somehow I managed. It was 11:30. So I came to my room, quickly closed it because sometimes something can slip in. Quickly. And after saying some prayers, went to bed and covered myself. It was November, it was already cold. I'm just falling asleep. I said, "It's Shaja Apu." So I got up and looked under the bed. Nothing. I go to sleep. I'm just falling asleep. Again. So I didn't sleep whole night. And next morning I was all yawning and Babuji said, "You didn't sleep?" I said, "No. How to sleep?" There was something like a wolf all night. He said, "I didn't hear a wolf." I said, "Did you hear something like that?" He said, "That is the watchman." What the watchman is saying? Jagate. Stay awake, for there are thieves, Stay awake. I said, "Why didn't you tell me there's a watchman?" But the worst thing was my first date in Sahaj. Not honeymoon, huh? We must have honeymoon. Babuji's house is like this, with a big open courtyard. His house here, a veranda, his room here, another room here, and the inner quarters of this room. I was given this room. I was alone. So Babuji said, "This bed, I hope you will be comfortable." I said, "Babuji, I can sleep on the floor." He said, "No, you sleep there." And I am sleeping inside. I went to bed. Very happy, cheerful, Meeting my master for the first time. I look up. Nanaji. You know that? what they say. I turned like this and then I said, excuse me, boy. On the all day. And next morning, Babuji asked me, you didn't sleep. Why are you so tired? I said, Babuji, I could not sleep. He said, why? That picture of that Lalaji Maharaj. And he said, he was the kindest person on earth. I said, but you took it late. Why didn't you call me? I would have come and kept you company.
This is strange. Sometimes, I don't know, I mean, it's probably our emotion, but when we see a photograph of you, it depends.
It's also like that? Nice photograph. Okay. Let's take a picture.
No, Papa, I didn't finish. Depending on how good we have been, the picture smiles at you.
It's no conditional, okay?
No, the truth has been said.
No, Papa, let me finish.
And it has been rewarded.
With this picture.
Yes.
We'll
And
frame
you have
it.
to put it above your bed. So quick.
Only.
Look at it.
He wanted to see you, Master, so I couldn't put it to sleep.
Come.
Your father was the same, remember?
Come, Paul.
Sugandha,
Maybe sleeping now.
देखिए आपके मेरा मुकाबले क्या
You're
हुआ
not going to do something. We'll frame it and send it to you.
You, sir, about you. 1 week. 1 week. So you see,
No, Papa, I haven't finished.
Master, once Babette's father, he was staying with us in Copenhagen, and we also had these pictures, and he was lying there. He said, "Now I don't hope during the night these two are doing something." Yeah, he said like that. It goes.
But even Babaji, there's some photos that he looked even scary also.
no, that was the old picture. He was young with a black beard and all.
No, but I think Master is how good we behave ourselves, then the picture looks great. If we're not behaving ourselves,
No, see, but Lalaji's
Lalaji is
picture
there.
is quite severe.
And there was so
then,
many
especially the one when he's sitting here.
And imagine you are sleeping alone at night in a strange place. And this guy from there, you know. Excuse-moi.
Master, there was a picture in Copenhagen ashram,
Yes?
and that it was Lalaji with all the abhyasas at that time. And all of them look a little bit. I mean, I don't know what the picture. You know, all of them. I was watching their eyes. Master, did you see this movie? What was this movie with this girl, the ex-wife of Tom Cruise? What's her name?
Nicole
That was a film. You know that she was there.
The others.
The others. Do you see others movie?
I don't know.
You know, anyway, the black. I saw this in Copenhagen. Watch all the faces. It was.
They look strange, yes.
In Hans Gaglov's house in Munich, you know. His house is a long house. And one room where we used to sit and have dinner, and the other side had his bedroom, and here was Babaji's bedroom, in between the corridor and the toilets. This had on the street side, the window. I jumped into Babaji's bed and hugged him. In Hans Gaglov's house. I said, Babaji, what is it? He says, it was a poor soul wanting some help. But how he came without permission, I'm asking. I said, don't ask me. I have nothing to do with it. No, he is gone now. So I said, Babaji, can I go back? He said, yes, you go.
Can I go back or would you like to sleep in my bed?
Oh, yes, he's gone. Now I'm telling you, you can sleep. You are a young man, you have a lot of work tomorrow morning. I jumped, it was 2.5 meters at least. On his bed. And hungry. And then before going to bed, I had to go to the bathroom. And the corridor is only about 1 meter. And all doors everywhere. The sixth door was destroyed. I'm going there, bush, the flush. I think there's somebody inside, so I wait. 10 minutes, 15 minutes. After the flush, the door should open, no. Then I immediately knock. Bush. Second time. I said, children give it there. And I wait, nobody comes. So I'm tempted to go back to bed. No, because 2 times the flush has gone over a period of 15 minutes and nobody is coming out. Maybe this fellow who was on my bed is inside. And I look at Babuji is already sleeping. Now I am how to wake up Babuji and tell him, I'm afraid to go to the bathroom. So I say all my prayers, open the door, there's nobody inside. Now I am sure it was that spirit. Instead of being sure that there was nobody inside, so I try a trick Babuji told me. He said, when you go to a strange place, think I'm going inside. So I thought Babuji is going inside and I went inside. And it was all right. This was in which year? 76. 30 years ago. So be careful of your masters, huh?
मास्टर वो कैसे बढ़ के वो घर की बात करो ना you had what you just said is बाबूजी style आपके जमाने का वो भी आनंद में हुआ था
क्या हुआ आनंद में
the tap used to start on its own at night
this fellow Jackie frightened me gourmet you remember my bedroom one door here or one door here and he used to sleep on the floor next to me and one night he found me missing in the bed.
Oh yeah, this time.
You remember?
Oh yeah.
And his first thought was, maybe I'm going out with some girl outside. Dirty fellow. French mind, what else will it do? But he went to the door and both were bolted from inside. I could not go out and bolt the door from inside. No? So he was sure I was inside. But I'm not on the bed. So he went to the bathroom. It was dark. He put on light, there was nobody there. Then he came back and I'm still not there. So he sat near the bed with his back on it, scratching his head. And like this, put his arm out because he was tired and he felt my leg. And he looked around and I was on the bed. He says, where were you? He's here, ask him.
Amazing experience. Amazing experience.
what did you do run away
Not at all.
is this Sahaj or what
Another time in Satkol, Dhareshwar and Ganesh. See, my bathroom, there was light on and door was slightly open. So these two were waiting outside to help me back to bed. But they wait, nobody comes out. In the bed there is nobody. No? So Ganesh says, Daru, where is Master? He said, where is he? Must be inside. So open the door and I'm not inside. And they're puzzled. Daru, where is Daru? What happened after that?
After that, we started searching and looked at the bed, and suddenly we found him.
I found him. Now what happens, what is the result of all this? When I go to the bathroom myself, I come out to see whether I am sleeping on the bed. Sometimes I see myself on the bed. Which is me.
that will be something
Let me see.
And what if it really happens, Master? Is there your now what?
I have to ask Babuji, who's the real one?
But if we do that, why do you have to struggle and come on this plane and next plane? You guys go ahead, I'll be waiting. This visa problem, Schengen visa, this visa, US
I
visa.
know. No, crazy.
We'll travel, Master. You go ahead like this.
I cannot go alone. I'll have to take one of you.
I'll join you there, sir.
Come along.
If I say I have to take one of you, who will come? Tomorrow morning I have to go to Transylvania. I prefer the vampire, it's better. Dracula is better. At least we know he's in the shadow. No. These are the miracles.
Have you chased anybody out of the room sitting next to?
Once in Gayatri, very early, in the early years, 66, 67, when we were only half a dozen BSCs in Madras, Babuji was in my house. You know where Abba used to sit?
Yeah,
at the
I know.
window. Babuji was back there, and we were 5 of us sitting. Babuji gave us sitting. 5 o'clock in the evening, there was an old man, NDR, then my father, then Seshadri, then a gap because Seshadri was senior preceptor. So I and I sat here. After the sitting, Babuji looked at that gap. I said, what? He said, you know, there were two spirits sitting there. And there were 2 new Abhyasis just behind. They said, what do you mean, Babuji? I'm telling you, spirits come and go. You know, poor things, they need the transmission. And I also give them something. They look. They were sitting here. Yes, next to Partha Sarthi. They never came back. They stopped meditation. They never
That's when constant remembrance comes very handy.
But what to do? Master someday remember kisko kare.
Jump and run.
It happened also once in this Grace Key Ball's house.
Ohio.
Lakewood.